tonight on CTV News at 5.
Be careful, use common sense.
Surf's up. Maritimers keep a close eye as Erin approaches.
We have 2,300 athletes registered, and we probably have about 5,000 people in the community right now.
Welcome to Wagmatcook. Athletes, coaches, and spectators converge at the Nova Scotia Migma Summer Games.
And keeping track of Hurricane Erin, but still expecting the worst of the weather to be far offshore.
Live from the Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News at 5.
Good evening and welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Panopalis. Thank you for joining us. First at 5 tonight, swell of concern. Hurricane Erin has pounded the coastline in places like North Carolina with powerful waves, strong winds, and coastal flooding. The storm is expected to move further offshore as it approaches our region, but as CTV's Jonathan McGinnis reports, it's still going to make some waves here at home. Jonathan.
Well, Maria, even though Hurricane Erin isn't expected to make landfall here in the Maritimes, it's still going to be affecting a lot of plans over the next few days. The waves at Lawrencetown Beach were big today.
We're from Winnipeg, Manitoba. This is an absolutely beautiful part of our country. We're super excited to be here. Waves are crazy.
And they're only going to get bigger as Hurricane Erin passes off the coast over the weekend.
There's some modeling that shows that some near coastal wave heights, significant wave heights for the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia could go up between around 2 and 4 meters, approximately between 6 and 12 feet. Those would be like large breaking waves.
The pending wave action has forced the Canadian Life-Saving Surf Championships to change locations.
We were scheduled to go at Martinique starting tomorrow, but expected big waves out there, and we decided for safety's sake and to ensure that we could operate that we would move here to beautiful Bayswater Beach.
Despite the gathering of lifeguards at the competition, the director of the Life-Saving Society of Nova Scotia says they will still be watching the water at supervised beaches, and they'll take action if the surf gets too dangerous.
The Department of Natural Resources issued a surf high wave advisory, and locally we're going to monitor it, and if such time that it's not manageable, the parks will be closed at a as-needed basis.
The waves are already pounding the North Carolina coastline. For now, the surf conditions at Lawrencetown are close to perfect.
Really good day. I think tomorrow there's going to be more size.
CTV meteorologist Kayla Mitchell agrees. Waves are expected to peak Friday afternoon and into Saturday morning. And Maria, the bottom line is, if you want to see some waves over the weekend, do it from a safe distance, because even though these experts are training for it, they'd rather not put their life-saving skills to the test.
Isn't that the truth? Thank you, Jonathan. CTV's Jonathan McGinnis for us in Lawrencetown, Nova Scotia this evening. All right, let's head over to the anchor desk. Todd Batt is standing by with the headlines. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Maria. We're going to begin tonight with this story. A New Brunswick doctor who once practiced in Nova Scotia has been charged with sexually assaulting a patient. The incident allegedly occurred in the Cumberland Regional Healthcare Center's emergency room in the Amherst area last winter. Coming up at 6, we'll have more details and hear from the mayor of Amherst. The annual 3-day YQM Country Music Festival kicks off today. People are racing to get their spots. Around 20,000 of them are expected each day at this Dieppe outdoor event. Coming up at 6, we'll ask people living nearby what it's like to have tens of thousands of people line up in front of your door. Some lucky young people got to spend the day on the water learning how to sail. Sail Nova Scotia offered a week-long program in Africville. It's all part of a test run for the community, which is working on its own marina for Africville. We will take you there and talk to some of the participants at 6 o'clock. Let's take you to the Weather Center now, and what a day to be on the water. Kaylin Mitchell.
Yeah, whether it's sailing or attending the YQM festival, or as we saw in behind Jonathan, spending some time on the beach. It was pretty nice weather for it today across the Maritime region. It was sunnier compared to yesterday. Most high temperatures got up towards the low to mid 20s. We're sitting there with temperatures. We're moving into the first part of this evening. Checking on the winds, they were relatively light for today, mostly being sustained between around 5 and 15 kilometers per hour. A little bit variable in direction around the Maritimes. No gusts chance to really show you, and rather quiet weather conditions expected as we continue into this evening and tonight. I do want to draw your attention to a couple things, though. We do have a fair weather mix of sun and cloud, parts of New Brunswick and areas of Nova Scotia, and this cloud cover that's increasing from the south of us. Now around parts of the south shore of Nova Scotia, that is some of the highest and outermost cloud cover associated with Hurricane Erin, which is still a Category 2 hurricane as it's now making its way northeast. So it's now moving away from the eastern seaboard of the United States, and it's that northeastern turn that is expected to hold it south and east of us here in the Maritimes. So there's been no change in that forecast track, which means the storm itself is going to be skirting past our outermost marine areas, so the Scotian Slopes, the Laurentian Fan, as well as the Grand Banks. Now, as that happens, and as we heard Jonathan say, there's going to be some increased wave action, so some rougher surf around the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia. I know there already is at this hour, but it's going to continue to get a little bit rougher into tomorrow, and that'll last into the start of the weekend before it looks like the coastal conditions will be quieting down by Sunday. I'll have more on the forecast coming up, though, later on. Maria.
Thank you, Kaylin. We will check in with you in just a little bit. Right now, though, it's time for our first break here on CTV News at 5. Stay with us. When we return, we will head to Dieppe, where the 4th annual YQM Country Fest is on. Katie Kelly is on site, and she'll join us in just a moment. We'll see you on the other side.
When young people need someone to talk to, Kids Help Phone is there. Grab your golf clubs and support mental health in your community. Join the Kids Help Phone Golf Classic September 18th on the links at Brunello. To get involved, call Allison at 782-409-1613.
If you're a fan of motocross, then Mount Tom, Nova Scotia is the place to be over the next few days. That's because the inaugural Mount Tom MX Madness event brings some high-flying motocross action to Pictou County. Racers of all ages, including some as young as 4, will hit the track to show off their skills. As we speak, the region's fastest riders have taken to their full-size bikes to go head-to-head in an exciting straight rhythm format. That goes until 8 p.m. this evening. And then on Sunday, the Atlantic Motocross Racing Association Championship Series takes place all day. Wow, that looks like a lot of fun. Good stuff. All right, speaking of big events, the 4th annual YQM Country Fest starts today in Dieppe. That is where we find CTV's Katie Kelly, who's in the middle of all the action. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Maria. How has it been 4 years since this wonderful event started? The time has gone so fast, and so many amazing country artists have made their way to Dieppe over these past 4 years. Cameron Marlowe is on the stage behind me. I had a chance to chat with him earlier. What a great guy and what a great musician. Look at this crowd. It's already packed here on day 1 of YQM Country Fest. So many people, so pumped to see the rest of the acts tonight, including John Party and Kane Brown. It's going to be a fabulous weekend. Let's go chat with some people to see who they're excited to see. Hello, you caught my eye because I love your outfit. You look fabulous. What's your name?
My name is Brittany.
Brittany, where are you from?
Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Awesome. Is this your first YQM?
It's my second with my parents. This is Kim, Lana, and Matt, my husband.
Hey, how are you? Who are you excited to see?
So excited to see John Party. Got a little dirt on my boots.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's like the main reason you came, John Party?
We come for the whole festival.
The vibe.
Yeah, the vibes. Vibes are real here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so nice to meet you. Thanks for coming back for another year and have so much fun. Okay, there's someone over here who I know has been dying to chat with me. So we're going to go meet this little gang. Stand up, my friend.
All right.
Tell me your name.
Hey, my name's Simon. Welcome to YQM in Dieppe Mountain. This is great. You guys got to come out and check it out.
Oh, two hats?
2 hats, yeah. This one's a little small, so I put this one on.
Okay.
And we're good to go.
Where are you from?
I'm from right here in Moncton.
Okay. And how many YQMs has this been for you?
My first YQM.
What? Why the first one?
I'm not a people person. I got a beautiful woman. She told me to come out and have fun, so I'm here.
Okay, I like it. Well, who are you excited to see?
I'm excited to see Kane Brown tonight.
Yes.
Tomorrow will be Jelly Roll. After that is Luke Bryan. You guys come on out, check it out. It's a great time.
All right, well, you know what? He said it best. Come on out. It's the YQM Country Fest. I'm headed backstage because
Excellent. Thank you, Katie. And I don't believe for a second that he's not a people person. He's my kind of people person. Let's check in with another people person. Kaylin Mitchell, how's it looking out there?
That's funny, as somebody who's not a people person, to go to the place where there's probably the most people around at the Maritimes right now. Conditions, of course, very good for those attending the YQM Festival, as I mentioned earlier on, and pretty nice in general across the Maritimes for today. Looking at a beautiful shot here. I think this is near South Bar, and beautiful coastal scene, all that blue sky in the background as we sit underneath an area of high pressure. We'd like some rain, of course. Not too much in the forecast over the next couple of days, and I'll have more on that after the break.
So check this out. Canso, Nova Scotia held its annual regatta last week, and the event usually involves fireworks, but they were canceled, of course, due to the fire ban. That said, the organizing committee decided to pivot to this amazing lighted boat parade instead. In just a few days, they rallied local fishers and recreational boaters who lit up their vessels and the harbor for this magnificent display. Maura Swim, who sent us this video, which was shot by her son Brent, says the resilient people of her hometown will always find a way to say, "Canso." Way to go, Canso. Isn't that amazing?
That's pretty cool. You don't get to see that very often, and especially at nighttime there, to see all the boats lit up like that. Really, really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Let's take a look at our sunrise and sunset times, and for that we're going to go to a very sunny view today over Fredericton, New Brunswick. It was mostly high pressure in place around the region today. We did have a little bit of cloud cover develop in the afternoon. Fair weather clouds for the most part. Barometric pressure is falling a little bit now, but generally speaking, we're still under the influence of an area of high pressure. It is part of that high pressure system that is helping to steer the path of Hurricane Erin towards the northeast, which is one of the reasons why it's going to be running so far to the south and east offshore of the Maritime region, which we're thankful for. It would have been nice to catch some of the outermost rain from that weather system. Doesn't even look like that's going to happen. But we didn't want, of course, a full-on landfall and have to deal with a very stormy situation either. Taking a look at things on radar, underneath some of that broken cloud cover that's developed in through central areas of New Brunswick, looks like there might be a very, very low chance of a couple spotty showers. Just seeing a very light return here, just happening just to the east of Perth, Andover. So it might be a few drops reaching the ground. But if there are any spotty showers there, they're going to be coming to an end as we make our way through this evening. Tonight, cloud cover will continue to increase for the province of Nova Scotia, as well as around the Bay of Fundy coastline in New Brunswick and during the overnight hours for Prince Edward Island. And that high cloud cover, and followed up by a little bit of mid-level cloud for Nova Scotia during the day for tomorrow, will be from the outermost part of Hurricane Erin. So if you want to see part of that storm system, if you're in Nova Scotia, southern parts of New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, just take a look up at some of that high cloud, and that cloud will be off that storm. You can see the rain, though. It's showing up here into the greens. Barely a trace of it out around Sable Island as we make our way into and through Friday afternoon, and none of it really coming close to the Maritimes. Taking a look at winds in the forecast for tonight and into tomorrow. Tonight, light and variable in direction. Tomorrow's winds, they do increase. They're going to be out of the northeast, and there'll be some gusts that get up between 30 and 50 kilometers per hour. So some blustery conditions developing. That is because of the passing hurricane, and the blustery conditions, of course, not exactly great news for some of the wildfires, especially given that it's not going to be accompanied by any rainfall. Thinking about the Annapolis County wildfire in the southwest of Nova Scotia, some wind gusts out of the northeast will get up close to 50 kilometers per hour there. Taking a look at low temperatures in the forecast for tonight for many parts of the Maritimes, will be falling into the high single digits and low teens. A little bit cooler than that for some northern and western areas of New Brunswick, where the sky is expected to remain a bit more on the clearer side tonight. Highs in the forecast for tomorrow. For Friday, most widespread highs in the mid-20s will be in New Brunswick. And then for Prince Edward Island tomorrow, high temperatures in the low 20s. And for Nova Scotia, temperatures come down a degree or two compared to today. And that's because of the increased cloudiness. So most high temperatures for that province, high teens and low 20s, sort of 19 to 23 degrees. Start of the weekend on Saturday, we see a bit of a mix of sun and cloud. Low chance of some showers up around northern and northwestern areas of New Brunswick. But for more widespread rain and shower chances for the Maritimes, we're looking towards early next week, again, that Monday, Tuesday time frame. All right, let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is 10-year-old Vada. And Vada has sent us a drawing of a stormy sea with some rescue operations underway. Well, isn't that appropriate, given that we've got that big storm out over the ocean right now? If you would like to be one of our weather watchers, then come into CTV Weather Watchers, P.O. Box 1653, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3J2Z4, or email kaylin.mitchell@bellmedia.ca. Maria.
Thank you, Kaylin. So it's time now to head back to YQM Country Fest in Dieppe. CTV's Katie Kelly is standing by with a couple of special guests. Hi there, Katie.
Hey, Maria. Yes, I'm backstage here at YQM, and I picked up some friends, a couple of friends. Well, you know what? Not 2 friends, 3 friends, actually.
3 friends, yes. I almost asked who the third was, but I get it. I get it now.
It's you. You're 2 people right now. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Jenna and Stu, the Reklaws, they are back. You guys are basically honorary East Coasters at this point.
At this point, we're moving here, and that's all I know.
Yeah, Stu, I know you love it here, too.
I'm trying to think of the accent. I can't get enough of it out here.
Okay,
that was okay.
We're going to work on that.
Yeah, it's our guitar player. I'm trying to sound like him. Yeah, but
Is your guitar player from here?
he's from Churro.
Stop. What's
Yes.
his name?
Ben Healy?
Ben Healy. Hi to his mom.
Family.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's a really great fun fact.
Yes, when we introduce him, we go, what do you say?
I go, so in Ontario we call what he's playing the guitar, but he calls it his guitar.
Oh my God, you're killing me. Okay, well, while we're on the topic of the East Coast, I do want to talk about Mac really quick. Mac Rumbold, who is from Nova Scotia, who recently won your Country Rising contest. So just really quick, just tell me how amazing Mac is and how cool that was.
Amazing. I mean, he's the most humble, kind, so talented. It's been an honor to get to know him and watch him go through this process of writing songs and figuring it out like we all have. It's exciting for him.
We met a few of the finalists and they were all great, but he definitely took the cake. Like, if anyone deserves it, it's him. So we're so happy that he's the one they chose.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Mac Rumbold, the local one, Country Rising. These guys were a big part of that, and it's really cool. So look that up.
Yes.
But how's your summer going?
I mean, it's going. What happened?
Labor Day's next weekend, so like it's over.
You've been busy though. I've seen you on Instagram killing it.
So busy. I mean, we're so lucky to say that we've been busy. It's been so much fun, and we look forward to the summer so much because it's like this, you know? Like, we get to see our people, we get to sing the songs, get on the stage. Like, it's our dream. So.
Yeah. A lot of festivals?
Lots of festivals, yeah. It's been probably the craziest festival season for Reklaws so far. So, yeah.
And I know your latest song is called Never Drinking Again, and that probably was good timing for you.
It was a bit ironic.
Or never drinking for 9 months at least.
Yes, exactly. It's honestly so unplanned. It just so happened that way. Like, it was hilarious. I found out I was pregnant, and then we put that song out. So it's kind of been a joke this whole summer.
I bet. And tell me what the songs do.
I mean, we always just let our fans choose. So we put out a few songs in the spring, and then that was definitely the one that hit hardest on TikTok and the socials. So we were like, let's see if radio likes it, and radio has loved it. So we're very, very lucky with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I saw you tease something. Is something happening tomorrow?
Yes, something's happening tomorrow. We're releasing a new song called Bonfire on a Beach.
Ooh.
Yes, another summer
I like
song.
that. And we're not allowed to have bonfires here right now.
I know.
So we won't do that, but we'll listen to it and pretend and wait for the day that we can.
You pretend. Yes. Exactly. No bonfires.
And just quickly, tell me what we're going to do up on stage tonight.
Well, we got to fire up the crowd for John Party and Kane Brown, so a little bit of work ahead for us. But no, I mean, Reklaws shows, if if you ever been to one, sorry.
You got to use the accent.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry. Is that how you say it? How do you say sorry?
Sorry.
We're sorry
That's
about
the girl
that.
who helps on your phone, I thought. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Siri, sorry, yeah. Awesome. Well, I know you guys are always a good time, so awesome to see you both.
We love you. Thank you for having us.
Well, we love you. Like I said, honorary East Coasters, the Reklaws. They're going to be on in, 30? Yeah, 30 minutes. So get down here. Okay. Okay, we'll see you soon. All right, we're going to throw it a break, and there's more CTV News at 5 still ahead.
I'm Ryan McDonald on the Wagmacook First Nation, where the annual Migma Summer Games are well underway. We'll show you the sights and sounds in the story that's coming up.
Welcome back. We wrap up tonight with some competition and culture as CTV's Ryan McDonald shows us the Nova Scotia Migma Summer Games are in full swing in Cape Breton.
There were plenty of reasons to cheer on day 4 of the Nova Scotia Migma Summer Games being held on the Wagmacook First Nation.
Hi, everybody. We're having a blast here at the Summer Games. Yes.
For Benita June Peck, who lives in Wagmacook, there was even more reason to enjoy being out here under the sunny skies.
Yeah, she's been in the hospital like all her life pretty well. IWK, right?
Peck has long been living with heart issues, and just over a year ago, her father, a former chief of the nearby Migma First Nation, passed away. Getting to enjoy the summer games in her home community gives her reason to be grateful.
Just to be alive mostly and just be healthy.
You just get to meet some friends, some old friends, some different communities, right? Meet new people.
The games are an annual gathering of 7 Nova Scotia Migma nations, and while the sports are the main draw, the culture and camaraderie are on display too.
Everybody comes together and it's just all in good fun.
Each year, the Summer Games come to a different community. Last year's games were held in Membertou. 2 years ago, they came to the Millbrook First Nation. 3 summers ago, I remember being on the other side of the Bredor Lake when the Summer Games were held on the Bodledek First Nation. And the idea is for each community to benefit from the cultural coming together.
We have 2,300 athletes registered, and we probably have about 5,000 people in the community right now.
That many extra people in a small area means not only plenty of energy, but a chance for visitors to learn more about the community's history and spend some money while they're here.
Not only in our community, but also Victoria County, everybody's benefited from the spin-off here.
Back at the washer toss competition, Benita June Peck has her hopes set now on winning a medal.
Not yet. We're gonna though. Soon, right? Are you gonna? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, she's hoping to win gold.
The 2025 Nova Scotia Migma Summer Games wrap up on Sunday. Ryan McDonald, CTV News on the Wagmacook First Nation.
Oh, lovely. Over 5,000 people. That is a lot of people to have in your community. I hope everybody's having a fabulous time. And Benita, way to go. Hope you get your gold.
Yeah, and another event where it looked like the weather was cooperating for them.
Yes, yeah. And you got more on the weather coming up at 6, of course.
Yeah, there'll be an update from the National Hurricane Center on Erin coming up at 6. Not expecting big changes with that update, but I'll have the latest on it for you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Kaylin, thank you so much. We will see you and Todd at 6 o'clock. Of course, Katie is at YQM Country Fest in Dieppe. We'll see her as well. I will see you tomorrow. The national news is next.